G'day guys, X-Ray Racer 1 here. Today I've got another locomotive review. This is a locomotive review of the EMD F3A locomotive by Kato. It is the freight version of the Union Pacific road going locomotive. I have to apologise if I come off a little flustered. I actually was just doing a recording this and the camera decided to have a little hissy fit and stop recording, so I'll see how I go again in take 2. So this is going to be part A of my review of this locomotive. Part B, I will have the running of the locomotive, and then in part C I will have my final thoughts. So we'll get on with the part A here. So again, this is an EMD F3A. This is the freight version, and it is in the Union Pacific colours. It is made by Kato. Now, I'm not too sure on the pronunciation. I've heard it called Kato, and I've heard it called Kato. Now, someone down below tell me what the correct pronunciation is. I mean, I'm not too fussy, but you know, you don't want. I mean, people would like their name pronounced correctly, so I guess the same would go for this. But yeah, so I bought this locomotive from an online hobby shop called Model Train Stuff. I will leave a link down below for the website. And this locomotive was an absolute steal. I believe I'm going to quote US currency here, believe the recommended retail for these is something like $130 US, I think. Model Train Stuff will have their price, which was $90, and then down below it had add to cart for price. And I'm like, fair enough, so I added it, and it was $60 US, and I thought, well, hell, that's a pretty good price. I should buy 2. So I did. Now, before you start panicking, I know I look a bit silly, but I didn't just buy the 2 locomotives exactly the same. If we have a close look, you'll see the bottom road number here is 1404. Oh, you can't really tell from the bubble wrap, but this one here is 1405. There, you can just see it in the bubble wrap, 1405. So essentially, while they are the same locomotives, it's just 2 different road numbers, so I got 2. I could have got a B unit for $60 US as well. However, I thought I could have a B unit, but I thought I could run these 2 together if I wanted to, and then if I wanted to, I can run them separately, so I just bought 2 A units. Maybe later down the track I might buy a B unit if I feel like it, but honestly, I'm quite happy with 2 A units. So yeah, so this locomotive is DC powered. I would assume you can add a DCC decoder to it if you wish, but it is, I'm just going to leave it DC because I have a DC layout. Now on the back of the box here you have a little, I guess you call it a brief history of the actual F3 units, and yeah, quite a bit of an interesting read. But anyway, enough about that, let's have a look at the locomotive. This isn't my first Kato locomotives. I have a -9 locomotive that I bought. However, it is an undecorated model. I'm going to have a go at painting my own as my layout is a what do you call it, a freelance layout. I don't have any, it's not modelled on anywhere in particular. So anyway, so here's the Locomotive. It's fairly small. It's funny, you know, because you see it in the picture, you think, oh yeah, you get a rough idea for how big it's going to be, and then it arrives. But you know, I mean, it's pretty good. It's a nice weighty model. What I should do is what I'll do for part B is I'll have like a probably set of scales, or I'll weigh it later, and I'll give you an update on its weight in the in part B. So this is pretty much the unit, very nicely detailed. I do like how it has you got the horns here, and if you look closely, there are actually a different coloured yellow from the Union Pacific yellow. Very nice detail in the vents, and if we have a look, I don't know if you can see it. If I got it upside down, it's upside down. If you look closely, made in Japan. Good, thumbs up. So that's alright. So these are fitted with the knuckle couplers, front and rear, obviously. I'm actually quite impressed with the detail. You've got little glass viewing here. I would assume they're just lookouts for the mechanic. I would assume. I'm honestly, I am no train expert, but I'm doing this because I enjoy trains, and why not share it with the others? And yeah, the detail's pretty nice. Might as well just keep this as a simple unboxing. Honestly, let's face it, you and I both would rather see this thing go around the track. So I will leave part A here, and part B we will have the running of the Locomotive. If you have any questions, guys, don't hesitate to drop a comment down below, and I will see you in part B. Stay tuned, guys.